Why do so many highly capable women get overlooked for leadership roles, even when they are doing an outstanding work? A few years ago, an organization I worked with hired a consultant. They wanted to understand something simple. Why were there so few women in top leadership roles? What the consultants discovered was surprising. It wasn't about ability, it wasn't about effort, it wasn't about talent. It was often about something much smaller, the way people talked about their achievements. Study after study has found something interesting. Many women tend to downplay their accomplishments, while men are more likely to highlight theirs. Now, let me show you what this looks like. When describing a project, a man might say, I led the team that delivered this project, or I orchestrated the strategy. But many women describe the same work differently. They say, we worked on this together. Our team delivered the project. Now, of course, teamwork matters, but here's the problem. When you constantly shift the credit away from yourself, people may not see the leadership you actually showed. Research also shows another pattern. Women often downplay their certainty. Men often downplay their doubts. And interestingly, this pattern begins very early in life. From childhood, girls are often taught to speak in ways that make them likable and cooperative. They learn to soften statements, to consider other people's feelings, to avoid sounding too aggressive. But boys often grow up in groups where status and hierarchy are more visible. In those groups, people compete for attention. They tell stories. They take center stage. They challenge each other. And these habits later translate into something powerful, an impression of confidence. And confidence is something organizations reward. Here's the tricky part. When women speak modestly, they are often liked more, but they may also be seen as less confident or less competent. And when women speak with strong confidence, they may be judged more harshly. Men who are assertive are often called go getters. Women who are equally assertive may be labeled arrogant or difficult to work with. So both men and women face expectations about how they are supposed to behave. And stepping outside those expectations can come with a cost. But awareness changes everything, because sometimes success at work is not just about working hard. Sometimes it's about something much simpler, making sure people can clearly see the work you have already done. And sometimes that begins with the words we choose.